All right, let's see what this guy can do. Now we did the little test out thing, and they look like they'll be really strong. I'm just hoping they don't take Muramasa out of a job. Do they have the ascensions up? Hey, yo, that was not really what I was expecting. That's really cool. That's pretty sick. Like that. Yep. All right, the art's pretty good. Okay, our hits are solid. I like the deck. Okay, so we know they have a double power mod and they have 2 batteries. So they give themselves a guts. It's a solid 3k guts. They have a 30% battery. All right. And then here's the on death skill that I was wanting to see what this would be. So if okay, so if Takeru goes down, you get 25% NP to your other members. That's kinda good. That's kinda good. That's kinda good. For like the average player, like, you know, if you're gonna NP5 your Takeru, you know, they're probably just gonna clean house in whatever content you bring them to. But if you're going for NP1 and, you know, your Takeru is probably gonna go down if you're a normal player, you know, and you're not, you know, trying to 3-turn everything in the game. This is really good. This is some nice utility. Especially considering that they're an arts unit, charging your other art supports, that's really strong. Your Tamamo NP is very strong, Lady Avalon's NP is strong, Castoria is obviously very strong. If we get another type of art support this year, that's also very strong as well. So that's good. I like this. It's a 30% battery for themselves. The guts are strong, and then if they do go down, they help out the rest of the party. That's very nice. This is the double power mod. Divine and Demonic. All right, that's what we like to see. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff right there. That's good. I was like, please don't give them any minutia. Don't give them like the super giant power mod or something stupid like that. Because in the game, you know, they fight Orochi. And so I didn't want them to give them the power mod for giant or something stupid like that. I didn't want to see that for Takeru. But Divine and Demonic is very strong. And then 30% crit damage is always nice. Because if you're using double Castoria, you're not getting a crit damage buff. So it's nice that they have their own. And then even if you're using her with Lady Avalon, that crit buff is only 1 turn. So it's nice that they have a little bit of crit for themselves. So that's a 30%. I'm assuming this is a 20% battery then? Yeah, this is 20. 30% arts, 20% NP damage is always good. This is just like standard .jpeg good skill. This is just fine. It means she'll play he'll. We don't know the gender, right? We don't know. But whoever they are, they'll play very nice with Oberon, right? Which is very good that they have their own NP damage buff. Do you have any special passives? No. All right. Nothing super insane going on here. What about the NP? Chance to apply arts resistance down of 50%. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, so Takeru is one of those units you have to actually mind who you're targeting because this only goes on one enemy, but they're an AoE unit. So you do need to be paying attention to who you're targeting. Their NP gain is really low. But they have an 8-hit NP. Okay, so they'll be fine. They'll probably be like the Summer Valkyries. The Summer Valkyries are able to farm just fine. They have like really low NP gain. They have like 10 hits and like 0.2% NP or something like that. But this is really good. So after you fire your NP, your follow-up arts cards are just going to Tim Tam slam people into the ground. But then as you're firing your NP, you're going to be getting more and more damage. That's nice. This is good. Takeru is just a very strong servant. They're not like particularly busted, it doesn't seem, but they're just good. I also like that they're not really stepping on Muramasa's toes. Because as I was looking at the kit, I was looking for things like Pierce Invincibility and stuff that Muramasa has. They didn't give that to Takeru. It's just like another option you can use. Definitely more tailored to being better in more difficult content. They actually have some survivability and they have utility when they go down. Their power mods are really good. There's a lot of Divine and Demonic, like normal enemies you'll find in free quests, but there's also a lot of boss enemies that you'll find that are Divine and Demonic. This is just very strong. They also just didn't make any of this super insane. Like 50% for the power mods and 30% for the crit damage is just solid. It's just good. And then this is just a solid skill. They're not doing anything particularly broken. They're just a good solid unit. They're just strong. And I'm pretty content with that. I was just, you know, expecting this to be around Golden Week when we got the Samurai Remnant collaboration. So, I mean, I'll take it that it's coming out early. Unfortunately, I got to see how my GSSR on JP goes to see if I get Koyenskaya, because I might not be able to summon for Takeru because I need to get Koyenskaya, and she's going to be on the New Year's banner. So, I got to see how my GSSR goes. Hopefully, you know, we get Koyenskaya on that, and the correct Koyenskaya, and then I can summon for Takeru, because I would love to get Takeru. It's like one of my favorite parts of Samurai Remnant. So he can exist alongside Muramasa then? He doesn't make my boy obsolete? Yeah, it doesn't seem like... I mean, as a looper, you're probably going to want to use them over Muramasa, just because they have, like, better power mods. But it's not like you can't use Muramasa. You know, it's not like Muramasa's completely obsolete. And they both have different functions if you want to bring them to challenge quests. Because Muramasa doesn't have any survivability, but he has Pierce Invul. And so if you just need to blow the back out of a boss, you might just bring Muramasa and then just ignore all their dodge and invul and stuff like that. Takeru doesn't have a way to get around invul or dodge or anything along those lines. But he has what I would say is a better overall kit. I also really am a fan of the split battery. This is because of like 90 plus content. It's always going to be very nice that you can just split your batteries. You don't have one big battery. That can be very nice for your arts units. What does his bond CE do? The bond CE gives you extra power mod. Okay. It's not bad. Still waiting for the buff to bond CEs. If they made this like 1,000 free cost, whew, this might be pretty good. This might be a little nuts. But yeah, it does seem like Takeru's very strong. They're strong. Definitely, I mean, initial like grading is I'd probably give them like a solid like A+ rating. They're definitely very high up there. They're good. They just don't have that insane extra factor or whatnot. Now that's just an initial kind of rating, but we'll see as time goes on. Maybe I start using Takeru a little bit more, and I gotta come back and say, hold on, that was a little bit of a fraud take on my end. You know, I'll admit when I'm wrong. You know, if they're way crazier in game than they look on paper, then, you know, I'll take the L on that one. But they do look like they're very strong. They do look really good. So yeah, I don't know. I'm glad we finally got Takeru. This means we could finally start getting the other Samurai Remnant characters. We could start getting Arya. We could get a whole new Masashi. That'd be sick. We can get the what is it? The Lancer Raiko. That'd be really cool. We could finally get my boy Samson. Give me Samson. But I don't know. Yeah. Pretty sick.